We got another powerhouse matchup here with college football on Saturday. Fresno State traveling to USC. Now, this is a team I am high on, is USC. They're minus 12. Over-under is 73.5, and there's a reason that number's in the 70s. Ross, tell us what you like here. We got a new Caesar Sportsbook promo for us here on the Power Hour, up to $1,250 risk-free on your first bet. All you got to do is use the promo code MORNINGFUL. That'll get you right there. Get you into $1,250. Use the link in the description of the video. You click on it, boom, bang, pow, get you right signed up.
Yeah, there's a reason why that number's in the 70s is because Fresno State is a top, pretty good quarterback in Jake Haener, and USC as well. With the kid they brought over from Oklahoma, Lincoln Riley brought him over with him. So, yeah, that's justified. Look, I'm high on USC too, Lenny. As a matter of fact, in one of the publications, they asked me who would be my surprise team to get to the playoff, the 14 playoff at the end, and I picked USC. That was back in May. Okay, so I'm with you. However,
there you go. All right.
However, comma. This is a textbook sandwich game for USC. They're coming off a 41-28 road win at Stanford in their Pac-12 opener. And then up next, Lenny, they got Oregon State on the road. And that's an Oregon State team that started season 2-0, and they didn't play any cream puffs. They knocked off this same Fresno team with a touchdown on the final play of regulation time to win that game by 3. And they also knocked off Boise State, actually beat them quite handily in their season opener. So USC knows they got a tough game on slate in the Pac-12. And again, that textbook sandwich game where you play the conference game and you got a conference game coming up next, and in between, you're a double-digit favorite against a non-conference team. So a scary spot here for USC. And by the way, USC in their 2-0 start, plus 8 turnover differential, which certainly helped their cause. Fresno State, on the other hand, Lenny, has not turned the ball over in their first 2 games. And speaking of Oregon State, Fresno lost to them, like I just touched upon, 35-32 last week, and really weird ending to that game. Oregon State was lining up to kick a game-tying field goal with 3 seconds to go. Fresno called timeout. They had more time to think about it, meaning Oregon State, and they came back on the field and went for it. And they scored on a 2-yard run, and a real tough loss, despite the fact that Fresno outgained them by 96 yards in that game. Jake Haener, I mentioned him, right, Lenny? First 2 games, 65 out of 87, 74.7% completion rate, 737 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. And if you look at his career at Fresno State, it's been outstanding. This is a guy who's thrown for 51 TDs in his career against only 15 interceptions and completed better than 67% of his throws. I just have this feeling, Lenny, that this game goes down to the wire, and it's going to be a lot closer than USC fans would hope for. I'm going to take Fresno State here, plus the 12 at USC.
That's not a bad play at all. First of all, this Fresno State quarterback, I think we're going to see him in the NFL. I just want to say that right now. I think he's that good. So I am a fan of him. I think at the end of the day, I do think this is a shootout. I think at the end of the day, USC just maybe pulls away. I'm torn. I probably just watch this game and not have a play on it, because I see this game maybe ending up between that, like a little bit more in a touchdown, but maybe not. I don't think USC wins by 2 touchdowns. So Fresno State is the play here at 12 plus 12. I mean, that's probably a good play for as far as if it's going to be close. I just think USC will have too much for them come the end of it. But I don't think they beat them by 12 for sure. So, but watch out for both these quarterbacks, because both of them can sling that football a country mile, as they say.
And neither plays very good defense either so far, So, that's I get where you're going with that, Lenny. If I can, college football off to a 9-4 start at picksandparlays.net. You want to check me out there? That's my premium paid selections. And going back to last year at Picks and Parlays, 45-30 in college football since October 30th of last year.
Awesome. That's awesome. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications.